19 Lawfolds, Aberdeenshire. So hello, yes, welcome back. Not much more has happened since last episode. We are on day 3 of mid-autumn, so winter is round the corner. I'm literally now about to finish this contract here in field 22. There's actually a harvesting contract come up if we have a look. There's a harvesting contract come up on field 25. I have got a harvester back at my place, at my location, but that is for my field because my 2 wheat fields are 100% grown. Field 28, field 29 and field 30 with wheating are ready to harvest, but unfortunately at the top we have the crop moisture symbol still up there, so we can't actually harvest the crop, but there's a harvest contract come up. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to crack on and just do a little bit. We're just going to finish this job off here. I have got the other Fendt back at the chicken sheds and that. I managed to pry away from Fred. So I'm just going to finish this. The contract is complete, but I'm just going to finish this field off completely. So I hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is keeping safe. I did say last time about purchasing the cow farm. I am going to do that, but at the minute I'm going to wait until winter has come, until we go into next year, and then I will obviously get the cow farm. So that contract is now done. We did have the seed runner before, if you remember, the seed runner trailer, for obviously replenishing this with fertiliser and seed. We took that back. I did have the flatbed trailer, but I've gone for this box trailer. Doesn't hold a great deal, but it's just easy of having to bring the forks down, loading the pallets up onto the flatbed trailer. You can just literally back this up to the pallets and it will fill up from there. We have got to go to the stores and just return that seed runner, so we'll jump in the 4x4. I have also, if you remember from last episode, I had a load of lumber, a load of logs chopped up, ready for shredding. I did lease a little wood chipper. Yeah, it was okay. A little bit long-winded, but it was okay. And then it kept, for some reason, it kept glitching. I think when I was picking up the logs or the lumber, you want to call it, and putting it into the shredder, if I wasn't pressing, you know, when you pick up something, I wasn't pressing like let it drop. The shredder was taking the log away from me and shredding it, but it wasn't actually registering. So when I was going to try and pick them up again, I know I'm going back as a roundabout way, it wouldn't let me pick up the logs. It kept glitching out. So I did actually lease a bigger machine, which we will see, and I did use the wheel loader with the big bag handler and actually load the logs in like that. Maybe not the most realistic way of doing things, but we got the job done. So yeah, look, we've got a little bit of fertiliser left here. We just back up to it and it fills up the trailer nicely. So what we will do, we'll park this up. Oh, actually no, actually it'll be fine. It will be fine. We'll park it up. Right, so we will collect the money for that. Right, so we have got to say a harvesting job in there. Field 25. We're going to borrow the equipment. So we'll press triangle. Bosh. And as if by magic. Okay. We have frozen. Oh dear. I had this problem the other day with it freezing. I don't know why. Ah, here we go. If by magic. So hang on a minute. It's not actually giving me a trailer to pick up the harvesting, has it? No. So I've leased the harvester. A nice fence appeared. We like a fence. That's now appeared. Oh, you know what? I was looking at one of these actually, but maybe because of what space-wise, yeah, a trailer's not appeared. Right, that's a bit strange. Anyway, here's the seed runner which we had on lease. So we'll pop into here. We'll open that up. We'll go to garage. We will go to leased items. So we've got that harvester and lease with that header. Obviously we've got the mowers still. These mowers are on my account. Wink wink. but they are actually leased to Fred at his farm. That's just the machine I went for shredding the logs, wood chipping. Obviously, I did have that one, the HM4-300. I've now got that, so they need to be returned at some point. I've got a little bit more to do, so like I said, so we will. So I'm in one of them moods today, and I can't get my words out, which is obviously not unlike me. So we will return that. So that has been returned. This one of the cheapest harvesters, see what I mean, that I could actually lease. So that's been returned. So we will. This is quite a beast. Let me get in. Nice. So we will. So I need that crop moisture to drop. Let's put this down. So I need that crop moisture to drop so I can obviously start harvesting my wheat. Obviously the wheat is going to go into storage for the chickens. I'm not going to sell that, and there won't be a lot of swath left. There'll be enough to start making a few bales to go over either to sell or possibly go over for bedding for when we actually do buy the cow farm, which I am thinking about doing next year. But we'll get there at some point. So like I said, not a lot has changed. We're only on day 3. I think last episode we were on day 2 of autumn. So like I said, not moved on a lot. As you well know, and I've said it before, I don't... Oh, now catching the head of look. I don't get to play this game as much as I'd like to. Obviously I have got a full-time job. Obviously I'd like to do this as a full-time job. I'm not doing very well here, am I? So as usual, a horrifying start to the video. Yep, just having dinner, if you want to know that. Very nice. Quite a random dinner. If you want to know, I will let you know. I had, there was some bacon left over from the boys' dinner. So I sliced and diced the bacon. Put it on a plate, obviously. And then I had some Uncle Ben's rice. Put that on top of the bacon. There was some grated cheese left. Grated cheese on top of the rice. And then I had scrambled eggs. And brown sauce and white pepper. Yes, I know, very random, I know. It was quite tasty. And then a yogurt and a chocolate bar. For sweet. For pudding, or for sweet as they say. Yeah. Very random. Whether I will regret this in the morning, if you know what I mean. Hopefully not. Anyway, I'm so chuffed there's a harvest job come on. There's a thing about contracts, yeah, so obviously if you know what seasons is, look at that, look. Now I'm jammed. This is quite a terrible start. I'm a little bit rusty. Didn't do a stream on the weekend. Did play it on Sunday, but not for very long, as you can see. But rusty, yeah. Anyway, this is the seasons that I'm playing. The contract has come up for harvesting, so the contract will allow me to harvest. I'd like to think it's come up. Am I going to get in there? No, I am. The contract has come up to let me harvest, but I can't harvest my own fields at the minute, which is a little bit strange. It is field 25, and I haven't just come this way for nothing. It is field 25. Yes, so it's a little bit strange that I can't harvest my own fields. But anyway, at least we'll do something. What's this even paying? I didn't even look. Okay, we'll take a bit of a hit. Okay, right. So as soon as that crop moisture symbol disappears, we are going to crack on with my fields. So at the minute, I don't think we've done any harvesting yet at all in any of these videos. Need to unfold, of course I do. See, what a buffoon. Completely out of sync. I'm hoping that I can crack this on. And Fred, the old fruit that he is, because he's an absolute diamond. No. Do not thrash when crops are wet. So even though the contract has come up, look, I cannot harvest yet, look. Wow. I didn't realise. See, I'm learning. Like I said, if you watched the previous episode, I got a bit worried that the sheep weren't producing wool all year round, and I couldn't work out why, so I changed the sheep pastures. I thought that would work. No wool appeared, and it wasn't until I asked someone, obviously, who's more experienced than me with seasons. They said, yep, the sheep do produce wool, but only in the beginning of the year. Ah, okay. So I sold all the sheep and the 2 pastures and got 2 smaller pastures, not as much sheep, and I didn't need to. Anyway, so yeah, so we can't do anything there. Oh dear, this is not going well, is it? Right, so we're going to head back to the farm. There are a couple little things to do. Oh, unfortunately, things you've probably seen me do before, I know. Obviously I'd love to get some harvesting work done. I just can't do it, so that's going to have to stay there, the Fendt. Right, well, we're a little million miles away. Luckily, there's someone left a tractor there for me. Happy days. I really do need to get a pressure washer. Need some fuel for this as well. Right, so we can check on the animals, I suppose. I've got some. Oh, I've got some silage bales to sell. I have acquired a flatbed trailer, a flatbed trailer for transporting bales. It's also what you would call, or I call, a beaver tail trailer. So it has got rear ramps, so I can transport vehicles and other bits of equipment as well as bales, because it's got straps on it. It wasn't one of the cheapest. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't one of the cheapest trailers, but I haven't used it. Like I said, I like using things that I've never, on different episodes or on different maps that I haven't used before in previous games, you know, things I haven't used before. Right, so what we'll do, we'll stick the fertilizers in here, drop that down, kick it off. Oh, I have also got, if you're interested, I have got a front loader attacher already, so you see me use on this Fendt. I did randomly, I didn't need to, buy another front loader attacher for the Fendt over there. If you can see it with the bale trailer on, and that's, I've gone for the Fendt red on the front of that. So I didn't really need it now, but obviously when I do get to cow farm, I'm going to have to be going between, or I'm going to need a front loader here all the time for cleaning up after the sheep and various other jobs, and I will need a front loader attacher at the cow farm when I buy that. So what we'll do, we'll go on to the menu, animals, chickens, sheep and sheep. So to be fair, they're actually all good. Happy with that. Right, so what we will do is make a complete hash sheet as usual. We'll butt this old girl up, give her a rest because she has worked. What are the hours on this now? Not loads. Bottom right, 44.7 hours. So she's not loads, but she has earned her keep. So I've got the class. I'll probably, if I say class, someone will say it's pronounced class, and if I say class, someone will say it's pronounced class. I mean, to me that's class, but like I said, it could be class. Anyway, yeah, I don't sound very professional, do I? Anyway, here we are. This is the trailer I've got. So this rear bit here, about this bit here, this hinges down. Them 2 little ramps go down, so we can drive vehicles up onto here or other bits of equipment. Obviously, I'm using it as a bale trailer at the minute. There's not many bales left over, but I'm going to go and sell them. There's the new front loader attacher, a Fendt front loader attacher in Fendt red. I think it goes quite well with the wheels and all that. Quite like that. So what's this on now? This old girl. Say old girl. It's on 20.5 hours, so she's not done a lot. Not done a huge amount of work. Well, we are playing ×5 time scale, so the time will whip away from us. So I said, you've seen me do this plenty of times before. Obviously go and sell bales for a little bit of money. Like I said, I am a bit... I thought I'd do a stream tonight, turned it on, and then realised from when I played this Sunday that I say, my crops are ready to harvest, but crop moisture is still very high. I suppose so there is a little bit of wood to be left over to be chipped. I am storing that in one of Fred's sheds, so when the winter time comes we can make a bit of money. I will probably lease either a bigger trailer for transporting and selling off the wood chips, or I will probably lease a actual truck and trailer, an Arctic. I've had my eye on something. A new mod dropped yesterday. There is already an Iveco. I don't think it's called an Iveco. There is already a truck in the mod hub, which to me is an Iveco. But yesterday, it was yesterday, an Iveco HGV mod dropped. Old school Iveco. I grew up background a family of lorry drivers. My dad's a lorry driver, so anything with anything with four wheels and the steering wheel and an engine, I'm fairly interested in it. So yeah, I'll probably release that, and I've got a trailer in mind. So yeah, anyway, I do apologise if I am ranting on. Like I said, I'm in one of them moods. I'm just happy, joyful, and the way things are at the minute, you've got to try your best to be that way, of course. If you can hear the screaming, my boys are particularly unhappy. Obviously, they can't go to school. They've been doing schoolwork. Whoops, a daisy. They've been doing schoolwork most of the day, and then they've been on the computers. 6-year-old been on the Xbox today, I think. I know I shouldn't swear on here because obviously I'm playing PS4. If I've never mentioned that before, I'm playing this on PS4 console. We have another PS4 in the house, and we have an Xbox One in the house as well. I like them both. For some reason, my Alexa is now playing music. And that would be that was if you heard that, that was my father-in-law talking through our Alexa from his house, because our Alexa is joint to their account, or joint to our account. That was a bit random. Yeah. Anyway, so I do apologise for that. We're going to sell some bales with our new trailer. See if we can drop him down. That's all we got there. Okay. Not loads, but there wasn't loads on the trailer. Do bear with me. I've got my glasses on today. Newly worn glasses. Not had them very long. Not for driving, not for all day purpose, just for computer work. I do a bit of computer work. I mainly drive for a living, but I do a bit of computer work at work, and I find I need glasses. Anyway, just in case you want to know that. So this is my new Fendt. This tractor here, which came with the borrowed equipment, I like that. That's an even bigger version. Oh, I'd like to have my other Fendt next to this one now, all three in a row. Ooh, that'd be pretty smart. Should we jump in and have a look? Ooh, let's have a look. It's not much different really to my one. Not much different to that one inside, but obviously a bit more horsepower, and yeah, that's nice. It's not something we would go for at the moment, but I like that. It's going to be purchasing. It'll be a case of I will be buying myself a mower, new mower setup. I don't know whether Fred wants to keep his ones on lease, or he wants me to return them for him. Anyway, look at this trailer. There we go. So the rear end comes down, and you got the ramp. So there you go. You know, it wasn't one of the cheapest trailers, but I like it. Never used it. Quite a big trailer as well. There was a 2-axled version, or this 3-axle version. Obviously, this one's a bit bigger, so it sort of made sense to get it. I don't think there was much difference money-wise. Probably was, wasn't it, really? Look. Anyway, we'll take this back. So yeah, I'm just we'll do, while I'm whittling on as usual. I should go and get the rest of these wood well, logs chipped. Oh, I'm really struggling today to pronounce my words, pronounce my I's and T's, T's and I's and T's. Stumbling and bumbling, stumbling and muttering a bit, unfortunately, so I do apologise. That's just me. I say, it's such a shame I couldn't get this harvest contract underway. That's quite a nice harvester. Tracks on the front. Fent, lovely jumbly, we like a bit of that. So, a little bit of driving, saying I'm a little bit annoyed, not much field work. There wasn't a lot of my last videos has not been a lot of field work, so I do apologise for that as well. Sod's law. We'll do this stream, and then when it comes to an end, as they say, the crop moisture will disappear, and we'll be able to harvest. But if that happens, if that is the case, it'll be something for you lot to look forward to. I know, exciting stuff. Look forward to next episode, which I will try and do this weekend if I can. So we've got to squeeze in here. We will turn beacons off now. We'll find a home for this trailer. Oh, I always forget about that bump. We've got a few eggs. Not low. For some reason, that one box didn't spawn inside the pallet there. I don't know why. I was going to take it off, but I think I'll leave it on there. Just for the sheer giggle of it. Right. Should we stay in this thing? We'll stay in this tractor. Give it one a bit of a rest. So did rain last time I played in this, so it did clean things a little bit for me. We haven't got a pressure washer. Oh dear, the dreaded message has came up in the top right hand corner. Internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. We love it when that message comes up. So if you bear with me, as always, I'm going to press my normal share button. Oops, daisy, come back off. Cough, 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 cough. Well, it says we're back on air. You know what my internet's like, it's absolutely spot on. Right, like I said, we'll finish off the wood chipping job while we can. Not the most exciting thing in the world. But if you remember, there were a load. You know what my internet's like, it's absolutely spot on. Right, like I said, we'll finish off the wood chipping job while we can. Not the most exciting thing in the world. But if you remember, there were loads of piles of logs all down the side there where I cut the trees down. I've done pretty much most of them and put them in storage. Do. So yeah, this is a machine off lease. I wasn't going to, obviously, how much it cost. Very expensive bit of kit. So I did lease that. I had leased this. I could have returned it and no one would have known no different and said that I just used that the whole time, but I thought you'd like to see that. So I used that. I was threading it in by hand. Then they say it came to when I was picking them up, it wouldn't let me pick it up. It wouldn't let me pick anything up. Sometimes it wouldn't let me get into the vehicles. Every time I was using this, for some reason, might not be this particular mod, might have been what I was doing with the logs, handling them. But so we went for this. We can jump in this. Lower the belt a little bit. So it is engine on, starter up. I said you're like I said, I'm not putting them in by hand now. This is a little bit naughty, a little bit cheaty, but so not probably the most realistic. But this big, so I used to always use forks and stuff like that. This big bag handler I've used for a while now, and that's one of my, I know I said I like using this equipment, but that is one of my go-to mods of all time. I always use a big bag handler now, and you'll see why. So yeah, you remember there was all these piles, weren't there? If you did watch last episode, you might not have watched the last episode, but from here you can see the tree stumps. There's quite a few. I chopped all the trees down by hand with a chainsaw and left piles, nice little, not neat piles, but nice little piles all the way along, obviously up to here. Not going to cut them trees yet. I'll probably wait until next year, so I've got some more in storage. Yep, so there's them trees left. So yeah, you like I said, I like this. You don't always pick up a lot in one go, but it is quicker than using your hands. You click that, look at that. Like I said, not the most realistic way of doing it, but I like it. Hear the kids laugh, bless them. This is happy, makes a change. So hoping they're all going to fall in there. Come in there. Put them in there like that. Lovely job. So yeah, like I said, it's just I didn't do all of it like that. I did do some by hand, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to turn around and say I didn't do it with this machine. I did do some with hand for little shredder, but like I said, so that's only picked up 2 this time. I'm hoping I'll drop back down and move over a bit. Nope, I think I pick up 2. Alright. It's a little bit long-winded. I could have brought the machine closer. This front loader, I haven't used this front loader before. Like I said, and we do need a bigger trailer for when we're going to sell this stuff. This trailer is good for feeding the animals and doing little jobs. My little trailer over there, which came with, I keep wanting to call it the farm, where my chicken sheds are and the sheep are, but it's not really a farm, is it? But obviously in this game, this is Farming Simulator, so you're like, yeah, back to the farm. I'm going back to the farm, so we can call it a farm. Obviously we've got Fred's farm, where we're storing all the wood chips, as you well know. You might not know, it's the farm right over there in front of us. That is Fred's farm on our doorstep. Obviously, a real good bloke, does a lot for me. It won't take a lot, like I said, to fill this trailer up. That nicely. Yeah. Just keep looking at the top of that screen, waiting for that crop moisture to disappear. I don't think it's going to disappear. What's the time? Nearly 1 o'clock. That's what I mean. Last we looked at the clock, it was like 12:15. Like I said, playing times 5 is crazy. I'm hoping that while I do this and bore you a lot of me doing this, oh my god, look at that bit. I ain't going to go in there. Give it a go. So while I'm just doing this little job, which needs finishing off, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm gonna be racing over to them fields as soon as that crop moisture goes. But I said, sod's law, it won't happen on this stream. You'll just see me doing the same boring stuff as I did last time. Well, like I said, I don't find it boring, but I presume as a viewer, if you do view my videos, you might think, oh, this bloke does the same stuff over and over again. It is some of that, and obviously it's a case that I have said I don't play this game as much as I would like to, so I keep episodes, streams, videos, whatever you want to call them with me. A lot of the time, not a lot has happened. That's why I say not a lot has happened. I said I didn't do a stream this week, I've done a stream probably about a week ago now, and I said we were only on day 2 of autumn. What was I picking up 1 for? So we're only on day 2 of autumn, we're only on day 3, so you can see I haven't really done a lot since the last stream. Like I said, I watch a lot of other YouTubers, and I get a lot of great ideas from other people, a lot of, you know, point me in the right direction. Like I said, when I said about me worrying about the sheep not producing wool all year round, because I am playing seasons, if I haven't mentioned it. I asked I would say a fellow YouTuber, he probably doesn't know who I am, but I know who he is because I watch his videos. I said I asked a fellow YouTuber, and he obviously pointed me in the right direction, which he didn't have to, because he is a well-known, I'm not going to mention any names, like I said, but he's a well-known Farming Simulator YouTuber, and obviously you look at how many comments he has on one of his videos. He does the videos nearly every other day, and he has so many comments, and to me, to personally, you know, I know he said he reads everyone's comments, but to actually, you know, to reply to me quite swiftly, I think he replied to me the next day, out of X amount of comments he had to look through. Like I said, absolute legend. And I've got time for people like that. Not that he'd ever probably ask me how to do anything on the game, because his experience is far between of mine, but anyway, like, you know what I'm saying. Don't know how full this trailer is. Going anywhere soon, are they? Stick this up a bit further. Will do. I would say, yeah, she is full. Right. Going to get rid of this. So that machine will store a little bit of wood chips inside it as such. I don't know how much it will store, but it will store some. So when we go back now with an empty trailer, a bit will go into the trailer. We'll just put them 2 logs through there. So it doesn't take a lot to fill this trailer up. So we'll say round Fred's farm. And you will see we have, there we go, look, a load of wood chip already in storage already. Hope I can tip a bit further on the pile. I'm getting stuck because I've done this before. Oh, I've tipped to that side. I haven't got on the tip side back. Okay, well at least it's tipping. I might stop that. As always, bear with. Right, just let that close back up. Where are we? Tip side right, back. Here we go. This is more like it. It even seemed to chaff when I was obviously feeding the sheep last. It's easy to tip into the feed troughs like that. It doesn't look like there's loads of wood chip there, but you'd be surprised. And that's why I want to lease something a bit bigger when it comes to selling that, so it's not so many journeys. If this trailer would be ridiculous. Oh, if you remember, we did have a load of grass stored in here. That's now all in my silo, so my silo is not full, but there's a bit in there. But obviously, when the sheep start producing again, they will get through a shed load of grass. So obviously, bring the map up as always. So field 31 and field 28 have been ready for grass cutting for ages, and right down the bottom, that huge field 39, that is, I know, ready for grass cutting. So we will get silage bales and grass. So I want to buy the cow. I don't want to buy I'm definitely buying the cow farm. Definitely buying that. So I will need straw for bedding, and I will need hay and silage bales to make total mixed ration for feed. So we'll get a mixer wagon. So yeah, I want to get set up there. I'll probably buy the farm, get some machinery set up in place. Is there going to tip under there? Yes, there's a bit left in there. Get some machinery, whatever I need. Not everything, but a couple bits there. And I'll get a load of bales ready. I've got a water tanker, so that's no big drama. I'll get a load of bales ready. And yeah, and then I'll get the cows in there. Sorry, I sort of lost what I was going to say then. Right. Oh man, that crop moisture is doing me in. So if we're playing times far off, I'm worried we're going to get into winter fairly quick, and I ain't going to be able to harvest. I'm worried about them crops dying. As we know, we've got field 17, top right hand corner, which we own, but I put nothing in there at the minute because that's a newly owned field. I'm not picking them up. Yes. Whoa, every time over the tree stump. I'm not going to get rid of it. I could get a tree stump grinder or something else. I can't remember what it's called now, top of my head, to get rid of the tree stumps, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't know whether I will. I could replant. Could be a bit naughty and cheat and just replant some trees there, but already planted, already grown trees. So when it comes round again, I could cut them down again. But I don't think I will. Let's try. I mean, I don't know whether we'll get all these in one go. I'll have a little shuffle around. Back there. So yeah, like I said, I was doing a lot of this by hand. And then say things went terribly wrong, as they do for me. So I've gone to doing it this way, like I said. A little bit naughty, but each to their own. So this big bag handler, just love her. So I don't think I'm going to pick all these up in one go. So this might be a completely useless affair. And it gives me an option and a reason to keep driving this machine. I was saying, this can't apologise enough. I've not seen actually any harvest work yet again from me on these on Norfolds. Ah dear, what's it now? 20 to 2. Still nothing. I'd thought like we were going to get something here. I'm not going to get that. I'm never going to pick all these up anyway. Please. Okay. Wasn't too timeless, there's 2 left, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. What's that tree stump? Right. So... Ooh. Annoyingly, I didn't even think, so I could have been doing, because there is other contracts, isn't there? Fertilising, look, there's a fertilising contract there for 22, but I do not want to cancel this harvesting contract. But there's a fertilising contract there for 22, so, dear me. Dear oh dear. Well, it's the only way you learn, as they say. And me being me, I learned the hard way. Right, where are them last 2? If you'd noticed that tree, I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to let me pick it up now. Right. So I was cutting the trees down, as you know. Where's it gone? And one fell into here, look. But as I tried to pick it up... Oh no. If I went to cut it. Hang on, I didn't even realise. So now I'll be able to pick... look, so I don't know what I'm whining about. Or we can waste a little bit more time and go around and pick that up. I know, exciting stuff, everybody. Every time into the tree stump. Oh man. Yes, it wouldn't let me cut that tree up, what fell into that field that I don't own, for some reason. It wouldn't let me cut it up with a chainsaw, but I can't pick it up because it's too big. So like I said, I'm going to be able to go round and pick that up with this, surely. Fortunately, the gate is right down the other end. Need to look because the grass is barely grown. Well, I know what happened. I end up just driving and driving and I won't see it. I'll drive over it, miss it completely. Here we go. So, let me even pick it up. Wow. So, what we'll do... I forgot about that. Maybe as far as we can. That at first that bugged me, that last tree that I couldn't get. Then I forgot about it, but then now realising that I wasn't, because I was doing it all by hand, chopping it as you saw into little logs and picking it up by hand. Now I'm using this machine. I've now figured out, ding, light bulb. Well, I can go and pick it up from this field. Lovely job. An absolute machine. So. That'll do. Chainsaw. Quite a bit on here actually. Whoop. Right, so la 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 la. Bump. Oh. What am I doing? As usual, making a hash of everything. Sorry, I'm just a little bit happy now. Got the last tree. And that's not a lot, but there's a little bit more wood chippings, isn't it? Boys and girls. Let's wish that crop motion would disappear. Yeah. Is that it? So it'd be nice if we picked all this up in one go, but it won't. Is that all of it? Yeah, that's all of it, isn't it? Haha. You know what? I really don't think. I'm looking at time. We're 42 minutes in. I don't think. Or like I said, well, that's got all of them bar one. Like I said, it's going to let me get all the way to the end, and then it will come up saying that I can harvest. You watch. You know what will happen. Happen to the best of us. Always off camera, never on. Oh, it's just one left. Shall we pick it up by hand? Or shall we use the machine? We're going to use the machine to pick it up. Of course we are. And I could have just chucked them in where I was, but nope. We'll use this. So I think we are done with that. Turn her off. Stop the engine. Oh, lovely. That's the last little bit done. Not a bad little lot, the last lot. And that last tree made all the difference. You don't want to see me do it. I need to, for field 17, my muck spreader, my manure spreader is up there, and I will need that for when I eventually get field 29 and 30 harvested. And they're going to need replenishing, refertilising and reseeding again. That's all the way up at field 17 near Lawfolds Farm Shop, as I like to call it. Ah dear. So there's quite a bit of wood chip in there, really. I wonder if my little machine will tell me. I like that front loader on there. Didn't need it. Drop right. See what this says, shall we? Not a lot. Okay. Let's see what it says about the tractor, shall we? Normally it does something. Diesel and air. Yeah. Anyway. Right. Yeah, the mowers, obviously, if you were interested. These are the mowers which are on my account, wink wink, but leased to Fred, wink wink. Yeah, good mower, good front mower, good rear mower. If you watched previous episodes, I've used it a few times, as you can tell, but like I said, I do want something a little bit bigger. Now I've got a little bit more horsepower with this tractor. I've got a bit of money in the bank, so I'm annoyed I should have done that fertilising job first while I was waiting for everything to grow. So these grass fields are ready to rock and roll. It does make me wonder. I should just bite the bullet and go get the mowers and start mowing these grass fields while I'm waiting for the harvesting jobs to come, you know? Decisions. Whoop. We'll drop the front weight. Drop that off there. Shouldn't be in the way, but knowing me, I will knock it over. Right. I know what I was going to say, crop wash is too high. I did actually accidentally drive into my field there. Forgot. I normally do play with crop destruction on, but I sort of forgot at the same time, and I've killed. But anyway, right. So look, this is ready to go. So frustrating. Ready? 21. It's got to be under 20 and under to harvest. 100% grown, fertilised 100%. Yeah. You know what's going to happen, don't you? As soon as I drive down to the store to look at mowers, that's going to come off. And it's going to say, well, hey, because they're harvesting now. Now you're nowhere near the field. You know that, and I know that. Really itchy nose for some reason. Ah, dear. La 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 la. We'd had a good chunk of this field done by now. So I do not want to cancel the contract to start fertilising. Like I had my harvester harvesting my field, Fred on this harvester, and I just go between with the trailer, unloading and that. Actually, that's the point. Where's this stuff got to go from this contract? And take the product to Lawfolds Grain, which is right up the top near field 17. Okay, it's not a million miles away. It's a bit of a trek. So we're going to look at mowers. I know, exciting stuff, but there's nothing much I can do. We will need mowers, we will need a wind rower, and we will need a trailer, a baler. Oh, I'm not going to buy everything. I will lease stuff, but I think a mower is a must. So we're going to need that regardless for this job, these jobs, and when I buy the cow farm. I can't wait. But you know what? I've got plenty of time. Oh, no beacons on. Very naughty. On the main road with no beacons. Dear. That fence in there. What an absolute machine. Right. You're running. Always do. Right. So we want mirrors. So I can't. That's 2.4 and that's 2.6. Not a great deal of horsepower needed. 12 grand. Doesn't fold. That's the only thing. That one folds. 2.4. I mean, both the same price. So that one folds. Ah, here we go. That one. Oh, that one folds. That will fold as well. I reckon. Looking at that, we'll go for that. So we're going to buy it. Ooh, 12 grand. Ooh. That's just the front mower. Ah, 3.1. No. Right. 8.1. So that's 8.1 meters on the rear. 8.8. 10.1. That's 200 horsepower. Now I can't. 8.4. That's 160 horses. Ooh. So that's an 8.4. 160 horsepower for that. That's 90 horsepower. That's 8.1. Yeah, it's going to be this. 28,000. Ooh. Oh, well done. Wow, that took a bit of a chunk. That's hit me quite hard. But hey, we've got our own mowers now. And this should have plenty of oomph to power. We've done a bit of grass cutting while we are waiting. So there we go. I'll have to speak to Fred and see what he wants to do with the mowers there. Not too wide actually. Too bad. How silly does that look? Doesn't look cool. It's rather low to the floor though, isn't it? Really low to the floor. Blimey. Beacons on. And as usual, I'll just pull out on the road. Oop. Hope for the best. Oh. So there we go. Whew. Some proper money there. Proper money I'll spend. We need to get some of these contracts on the go to make some money. I haven't used this before. These mowers you saw are part of the Alpine DLC. It's been out a little while, if you know what I'm talking about, but I didn't purchase it until a few days ago. So I like to use new stuff, so I'm trying to use a lot of this. That's ever so low to the floor, that rear mower, isn't it? And it's not, it says lower, yeah, it's ever so low. Might be because of how this tractor is, could be a number of things. You know me, I'm normally 80% sure on what I'm doing. I would say 80%, that's a good number. Good round number, 80% sure on what I'm doing. So, we will get some more grass in storage. Like I said, I am worried about when the sheep start cracking on with the wool. They will need feeding like wildfire. Oh, I want to get that harvester rocking and rolling. Look at this. Dominator. As soon as I start cutting the grass, what's going to happen? This field needs doing. Field 31 needs doing, and it is field 39 right at the bottom, isn't it? As always, look at the map up again. Right. Oh, actually, I don't think this is 100% grown, is it? What have I come over here for? What a fool. No. Oh, dear. Right. Right. So. unfold that. Turn her on. Unfold the back. Also, I haven't used this mower before. I've used the same setup before, obviously, but not this stuff from the Alpine. So it hasn't got a swath setting, which there is one with the swath setting, if you know what I mean. So I will have to wind row, but that's no big drama. I've done it before. Drop that one down. Not a bad speed. This tractor's just about got enough grunt. We're going uphill a bit now. Oh dear, I am so... I said I wanted to do some harvesting work. It's one thing I haven't done yet. Oh, there is a border to this field. I've got to try and keep it the best I can. You'll get loads of grass with this, we always do. Obviously I do fertilise these. So I'm going to have a look now, because I'm a little bit... Where are we? Wrong way completely. Right. We're not playing with lime. Yeah, so they've all been fertilised, these fields. Really good. So field 39, because it is generally a grass field, it won't let you fertilise it. If I ploughed it, I mean, it sounds silly. So if I wanted to get a better yield out of this field, I could plough all this field at the bottom here, plough it to start again, cultivate it, seed it, and then it would always grow as a grass field again. But obviously, I could put the fertiliser states on it. But because it's such a big field, because I'm fertilising these two grass fields and getting grass with these two, which are decent sized fields. Like I said, it's there's no point. Like, it's so much. This is huge. It's such a massive field. You work on this. I've done one. You could call it a harvest. One lot of grass harvest on this field, and the bale. I've done it all bales. It was crazy what I got out of this. Absolutely bonkers. So yeah, don't need to. It would be mad to plough all that up and start again. Oh, I want to get them fields ready, get them done. Like I said, there's not much I have to do. The animals were all fed. I finished the wood chipping. I sold the last amount of my bales. Like I said, we're mid-autumn. There's not really much else I can do now until the field's ready. Like I said, I've got that contract job to do. So we go on. Like I said, I've spent a bit of money, but we've got our own mower and that now, which, you know, not a bad thing, is it? Leave a little bit of grass for the sheep. It says a bit of a border there, you can see anyway where the sheep are. A bit of pasture. I always do this section. I always do this field in two sections, if that makes sense. So I will do this bottom bit here. I will do it. Don't you worry. But I will work around this bit first. For some reason I thought field 31 was ready to go with grass as well. I know field 39 is. Grass. What's the time now? Look at the time. It's absolutely zooming by. I do not want them fields to wither. They shouldn't. So I haven't got a lot of fields to look after. I've got I've got 6 fields. I've got 6 fields. One of those fields have nothing in them. 2 of the fields have wheat, and 3 of them are grass. So, and obviously the sheep to look after and the chicken to look after. So they ain't too bad in a minute. The sheep aren't producing anything, so they don't need too much looking after. Yeah. So I just wish I could get the field started, but no. Like I said, I've only been around this bit twice now, and I'm happy with the mower already. It's a mower. It does what it says on the tin. It's doing what it says on the tin, and it is mowing. So I don't think it's really much wider. Much wider. It's not. It is. It's not much wider, and then using threads setup. But obviously, it was one mower on the front and one single mower on the back. Obviously, we've got twin. I think people refer this as a butterfly mower. I think. Like I said, I'm 80%, 80% sure. Wow. It is going to be that episode where no harvesting will get done. Yeah. I do apologise. Like I said, I don't mind what I do. I could do this all day long. But like I said, I suppose as a viewer, if you've watched my other videos, you know, I suppose it's the same. But then it is farming. It sort of is, well, eat, sleep, repeat. I suppose that makes sense. Eat, sleep, repeat. Where'd that come from? Yeah, eat, sleep, repeat. Farm, sleep, repeat. Farm, sleep, repeat. That's what it is. What we're doing. So, unfortunately, no harvesting. But hey, we love it anyway. So I will do a little bit more on this. I'm going to try and get a load done before our next stream. So hopefully, when I next do a stream, you will see some harvesting work and you will see these fields done. Yeah, fingers crossed. Cross your fingers for me. So yeah, this is the J Plays Farming Simulator 19 lore files. I normally put the description lore files Farming Simulator 19. I've just put Farming Simulator 19. You know, it's lore files. I'll say what map I'm on, but anyway, I will leave you in peace. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we'll see you again very shortly. So as always, thanks for watching.